So lately, I've been focusing a lot on vertical development. Now, vertical development differs from horizontal development. Horizontal development is adding new knowledge, skills, and capabilities that broadens our functionality. And this is great, and I enjoy that, but I love vertical development because what vertical development is all about is about improving how we make meaning of our world. Can we make meaning in more cognitively and emotionally sophisticated ways? And for me, vertical development doesn't get enough attention. And because of that, I have a harder time putting my fingers on what vertical development is. So, something that is helpful for me and something that I hope will be helpful for you is to get benchmarks to compare ourselves on how vertically developed we are. Let me give you a quick benchmark that might be helpful, which is how do you typically react when you receive constructive criticism? Really, what this question is getting at is how closed to how open-minded are we? Now, of course, this is a unique situation. Of course, there's other things to consider, but I think this is one way that we can kind of get a quick pulse of how vertically developed we are. You see, those that aren't as vertically developed, they don't make meaning of this in the most emotionally and cognitively sophisticated ways, is they're going to have the knee-jerk reaction of get defensive around this constructive criticism. And that makes sense, right? Is we're getting information that is indicating that we may not be doing so well. And so it is very justifiable to get defensive. Now, is it the best way to make meaning of that situation? I'm not sure any of us would think that that's the case. As we move up the ladder, in our vertical development, we may think, yeah, I'm open to constructive criticism, but it depends on who gives it and how they deliver it. So sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. Now that's better, that's a step above, but it's not where we could be. And that's not easy to be. Higher levels of vertical development is they see constructive criticism, no matter who it comes from or how it is delivered, as a gift, because it is an opportunity to learn and grow. And it really does take a pretty high level of vertical development to essentially be good with being told that you are bad. And so I think a lot of times we can justify away when we operate at lower levels of vertical development. But if we want to become the person that I think we want to become, we've got to become more open-minded. We've got to be okay with the idea that we can be wrong and that we don't have to be right all the time. That our value isn't tied up with being right. It's tied up with finding truth, thinking optimally, so that we can contribute at a higher level. So I hope that this is just a helpful exercise for you to consider your altitude of vertical development.